rule number 3, buildup and payoff are directly related. And my gosh, yes. I really don't like it in any kind of story, whether it be fanfic or the canon of the story, when it's just all like, hey, here are 2 characters, now kiss. It's just, you want to see, once again, why these 2 should be together. You want to see the moments that do bring them together. And that just makes that sweet moment just so much better. And yeah, I mean, I don't have too much more to say on that. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the way I think of it is like, okay, this isn't necessarily like a good analogy, but like bear with me here. But it's like
yes.
Like stretching a rubber band. The farther you stretch it, like the more it's gonna hurt when you like smack it on your friend. I don't know. That's not the analogy I was quite going for, but I think
yes, but people will definitely understand it.
Yeah, so it's like, the more you like build into this, the longer you kind of stretched out, the more satisfactory. That's not the word I'm looking for.
The better the sting.
Yeah, the better the sting, baby. Yeah, baby.
The better the end result.
Yeah. The more cathartic it's going to be when that actually happens, because you're like, oh, yes, finally.
I mean, people actually have
Hit me harder. Yeah, daddy.
People actually have to care about these characters for them to care about the ship in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's part of that build-up.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, he's a big, thick boy. Here's a thought. Here's a thought that, because I was reading the description along with Rule 3, and it says, I know you just want to get to the steamy wall slamming, but the more build-up in a relationship, the better... Someone put they. Dumb idiot.
Nate?
That's me. I don't ever read what I write.
I did something. Hold on.
The riper the berry, the sweeter the juice.
My computer is having a full-on stroke.
Here, I got it. You stop. I will fix this. There you go.
Anywho'sen, yes to that point, where it's, in that regard, where it's like, yeah, if you want better payoff for sexy fun times or physical things, you want to have a good build-up. But to play the devil's advocate, a relationship is way more than that. And I feel like you can have build-ups and payoffs to other things in regards to a relationship.
Agreed.
So, yeah. So, for example, it's like...
And that what you said kind of runs into a little bit with, like, Rule 6.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, we'll get to that. Or Rule 9. More specifically, Rule 9. But we'll get
what were you going to say, Camille?
Oh, I was going to say... I think my computer's frozen. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, like, for example, it's like oftentimes with stories, I do this in some of my own stories where it's like they don't get together towards the tail end. That's what your buildup is. A lot of times that's what you see, where it's like, oh, this whole time it's like, will they, won't they? Oh, baby, they finally did. That's usually like your typical buildup. But I think it's fun to explore other ways that you can have build-up, So it's like, in another story of mine, they actually get together within the first, within the first 70 pages. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, well, because they're already physically intimate at this point, what other build-ups do I have to have? What other, tension is there? So I guess, look outside the scope of like physical build-up, because you can still definitely have your characters, we're not saying you have to wait until the last chapter in the last book. I'm not saying that at all. It's always like, pinpoint what that build-up is and work towards the payoff. And it doesn't always have to be a physical one.
Yeah. And actually, I want to quickly dive on it and say the same also goes for small payoffs leading up to like them getting together. Like if you have your heart set on your characters getting together at the end, give your audience some payoffs along the way. And a really great example of that is Bunny Girl Senpai.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where it's like the relationship between the 2 main characters, between Sakura and Mai, it has so many rewarding milestones along the way, right? because there's that moment where Sakura's like, I want you to say that you love me. And he's trying to get to that point. And it's really great watching watching how they get to that moment. And that's just a small step along the way to their relationship. There is no big bang at the end, but rather instead it is these smaller moments leading up to them really being boyfriend, girlfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.